Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. The cough drops in my mouth. Bear with me if I don't sound like I'm speaking very clearly, but there we go. It's time for another Pokemon White episode here on the channel. I am still feeling under the weather, hence the cough drop. So if I cough, if I sneeze, if I... what else? That's probably it, but if anything happens, bear with me. I'll try to mute it this time. I noticed when I was doing the editing last time, the coughing was kind of excessive and disruptive and stuff, so I'll try to do my best to keep things less than grody for the video, but let's continue on. We are here in the Route 4 desert leading from, what is it, Castelia City to Nimbasa City, I believe. In the last episode, I think we started off beating up our friend Charon. We then explored a little bit of the area. We're doing some switch training for one of our new Pokemon on the team, and I think by the end of today's episode, we should make it to Nimbasa City. Now let's start off as per usual with our team recap. We do have a full team of 6, as you can see. First up is our newest addition, our brave little Irwin the Sandile, level 16 for the time being. He has Moxie with, look at the attack stat, 35, and it's not bad. Actually, Brave Nature is great. You can see their attack is red, meaning it goes up with speed going down. So he's not the best choice Scarf user in history, but I mean, he's okay. He has Bite, Sand Tomb, Sand Attack, and Torment for the moves right now. Next up is our rash-natured Seaward, the Duat, our starter from New Vema Town. He has the Mystic Water for powering up the water-type attacks. He's got Torrent for the ability, and we got Razor Shell, Cut, Tail Whip, and Focus Energy. Next is our... that's our second, actually, but... what am I trying to say? Our second new addition, our third current team member from the Unova region. There we go. Sailor the Muna from the Dream Yard. She is at level 24. She is relaxed. She has Forewarn ability. The moveset is Psybeam, Yawn, Lucky Chain, and Moonlight. Next is, there's our fourth member, technically third caught, you know what I mean. Our Swadloon Grub at level 26, holding the Oran Berry. He is a serious little grub. He has Chlorophyll for the ability. The moves are Bug Bite, Razor Leaf, String Shot, and Protect. He's quite defensive, as you can see, 53 for each defense. Not bad. We next have Medusa the Onyx, our hardy-natured Onyx holding the Eviolite from the Sinnoh region. She is at level 27. She has Rockhead for the ability with the moves of Earthquake, Smackdown, Sandstorm, and Screech. Last but not least, our mild-natured Canuck, the Beeburl. Why was I going to say Duat? The Beeburl, also from Sinnoh, at level 23. He has the Unaware ability, ignoring the stat changes in the target Pokemon, excuse me, or the attacking Pokemon. I didn't mute the cough, I'm sorry. He's got Headbutt, Water Gun, Rock Smash, and Roll Out. So speaking of Roll Out, let's transform. Actually, that makes no sense, but it is kind of a good segue into what I wanted to talk about. Hang on, did I get to beat you up yet? Deep in the desert ahead of here, at the Desert Resort, there are some ruins that have become a little tourist destination. So I could check those out. I mean, there is some training to be done over there in the Desert Resort. Well, at a time like this, let's have a Pokemon battle. Why at a time like this? What makes this time the time to battle? Keen as a Darumaka. That's not too much to worry about. Level-wise, it is for a little Irwin, but I can switch out, of course, into anybody else except for probably our Buggrass type. So, something to mention, I will first talk about something on the channel, because there's another thing we can talk about. First of all, I'm going to turn on my fan. Although I am still currently fighting a cold, it is kind of extra warm in the room right now, so I'm going to try to cool things down a bit. Alright, so first of all, I will say, I hope you're bearing with me in this time of no live streaming. I have recently started, I mentioned this some time ago, but I've recently started a course in 3D animation, which is, of course, taking my time throughout the week. It's Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 kind of thing, so my time during the day is taken up with that course. Level 17 for Irwin, very nice. And during the evening, well, for right now, during the evening, a lot of my time is being spent walking. I am trying to hatch as many regional Pokemon from the 7-kilometer eggs in Pokemon Go as I can to be able to trade to other people in the area who are not lucky enough to hatch any of them themselves. I want to sort of be kind of a good provider for people here in the area. I am the professor, of course. I gotta be the very best, like no one ever could have possibly been, as far as professoring goes. Wherever I go in the world, I have Pokemon battles. Once I ask about someone's favorite Pokemon, we soon become friends. You didn't ask me a thing. You're no friend of mine. Hope you get some burn heal for that insult, I guess. Alright, let's fight her. she's here too. Wherever we go, we must battle, right? My travel partner is a Pokemon that a popular guidebook recommended. Let's see how good it is. So, the live streaming, it is, of course, taking a back seat. I am going to try, if I'm feeling up to it, if my cold is not too much to overwhelm me. I'm going to try this weekend coming up to do some live streaming. So if you're concerned about the live streaming, it's not gone. It's just a matter of when I'm going to have time to be able to do it. So stay tuned to the channel. I think I'm going to switch. I guess grubs are best. There we go. Yeah, so if you're concerned about live streaming, bear with me. It will be back eventually once the time allows for it. So I can see this weekend being a thing where during the day, I'm going to go do my Pokemon Go and try to hatch an egg or two maybe, and aim to do some of the live streaming in the evening. So that could work out. The one downside is that in the evening I find my cough tends to get a little bit worse, so I might not be fully energized, vitalized, I guess, for live streaming, but it's one of those, play it by ear, see what happens as it goes. But stay tuned to the channel this weekend. I'm going to try to have something up regardless of whether or not it's a live stream, because I want to have content every day of the week if I can, so you guys have something to watch here on the channel. According to the popular guidebook, Nimbasa City is an entertainment city. It must be full of fun. You would think that, wouldn't you? You'll see. I guess I don't need to paralyze heal right now. I'm going to hang on to it because we're probably getting close to the next city. I might not need to use Grub in another battle anyways. Why are you going to make me walk through the dirt? You're going to take that whole path to yourself. What a greedy, greedy hog. Where did you come from? Well, sorry, me? Well, if you win, I'll tell you. I'll tell you this. I'm not that interested. I'm still going to beat you. But wherever you come from, Jill, doesn't matter. Alright, but something else we can talk about. If you missed it. Now, first of all, if you haven't seen my latest Pokemon Go video, the one for Chikorita's Community Day this past weekend, go check it. Excuse me, if you're interested. And you will see that I, myself, personally, and everyone else, has encountered a new weird critter in the game. It was this weird silvery ditto-like body. It had a golden nut, like a, what would you call it? Like a hardware, tool kind of nut for a head. It had a weird little black eye floating around inside of it, and it had a red tail, which I didn't get to see, but of course I don't have AR mode, and you can't catch it. You can't see it from behind. When you catch it, it becomes a Ditto. So that appeared in the game in Pokemon Go right around the time Chikorita Community Day was ending. Now, it has been revealed on Pokemon's YouTube account that this new Pokemon has been identified. Now, first of all, I want to talk about this because a buddy of mine pointed out the interesting little... What would you call it? Not just... One moment. I did not know this was going to happen this early. We're getting evolution. How happy are you? How happy do you have to be to evolve? I didn't think I had you that happy yet. You do evolve for happiness, don't you? Let me just, Okay, Google. Leavanny, Pokemon. I gotta see. I'm pretty sure it is Happiness Evolution, but it seems awful soon for that to happen. Who was it? I was trying to level up to evolve into Happiness. Actually, maybe it's not that far off, because when I was training our Happiny back in Sinnoh, she evolved into Chansey, and pretty much soon, like almost immediately after that, she became Blissey. So maybe this makes sense. How do you evolve? I don't want to see in the anime. I want to see in the games. I am looking at Bulbapedia.com, a very, very comprehensive site for all of your Pokemon information that you need to pick up. Where are you? Show the evolution. Right up here, hang on. Yep, high friendship. I guess I'm a good Pokemon master after all. Alright, let's get our timer back up and continue on. We're gonna check out that... I don't think we checked out the Pokedex for Swadloon either. Anyways, what do you say? To tell you the truth, I just left Castelia City yesterday. I've just started Pokemon battling too. No wonder you're so bad at it. Alright, let's check our old Pokedex. Let's fire up to... Where are you at? Oh, right here. So first of all, Swadloon, the leaf-wrapped Pokemon. It protects itself from the cold by wrapping up in leaves. It stays on the move, eating leaves in forests. And that's why I named you Grub, because you are what you eat. Leavanny, the nurturing Pokemon. It keeps its eggs warm with heat from fermenting leaves. Sorry, the Pokedex had a little bit of a skip there. It also uses leaves to make warm wrappings for Sewaddle. So, that is good. Let's check the old Statorooskies. So I believe attack set is your best. 71. That's not bad. Your defenses have actually gone down, which is kind of cool. I mean, not cool, but interesting. But, not bad. 71 attack stat. I'm happy with that. And we got a new Pokemon. I'll take it. So what was I just talking about? Oh, right. I believe a mythical Pokemon. We got a Super Potion. Let's get this battle underway up here, and we'll talk mythical. The fun of traveling around the world is having serious battles with a lot of Pokemon I meet. So, as I said, a buddy of mine was saying it was interesting, the different art styles back to back, but we see Professor Willow, as we see him in Pokemon Go, talking with Professor Oak, as we see him in the main series Pokemon game. So, my friend said, why does Willow look so realistic and Oak looks like a cartoon? That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. But it was just kind of funny to see them sort of back to back. I mean, Willow's talking to Oak over a data screen, so maybe the data screen, maybe the internet was fuzzy and it made them look different. Whatever. Doesn't matter. But the important thing is what they talked about. They talked about this mysterious little critter that was seen in Pokemon Go during the weekend, and can still be seen in the game, by the way. It does still turn into Ditto, however, so you're not going to be able to catch this new species. But apparently this new Pokemon is a mythical Pokemon named Meltan. And Oak at first didn't know anything about it, then he realized, oh wait, no, I have read about this. Here's a whole ancient text that I have. So there's a picture of it right there. How'd you forget? I don't know, he's an old man. He can't even remember if you're a boy or a girl sometimes. As long as my Pokemon are with me, I can battle trends all over the world. The world is so big, woo! That's really exciting. Excuse me, I didn't mute that cough either. I am a beast of a human being. I apologize. So, we're going to step 1 foot into the dirt. We're going to find a wild encounter. It is a Sandile. We could beat it up for experience. In fact, we might, unless we get intimidated. So, what do we want to hit it with? We could flinch it. Let's try the flinch it. Ooh, that's not bad damage, though. Ah, you're gonna Sand Tomb? It's not gonna do anything. Ow! Okay, it did something. So we're stuck in the sand. So I gotta hope that, yeah, don't take me up. But I'm gonna try Sand Tomb myself and not miss. Check this out. Didn't miss. Is it the KO? Okay, not really. Oh no, now I can't Sand Tomb again. I think I'm okay with that. Now, Ken, why do you hit me first with your Sand Tomb? I'm faster. That makes no sense. Would you just don't even knock it out of here and get out of here? Take this bite. So, let's talk this mythical Pokemon. I forgot his name already. Meltan. It's interesting that... Now, I had just recently watched the King Nappy. He did a little discussion video about the revelation of Meltan. And it's like... I kind of agree with him in the sense that it doesn't look like a standard mythical Pokemon. It looks so much like... less, you know? 1 second. Oh there! Even in the middle of construction, a trainer will battle. True. So, as he said, does it really stand up to, like, you know, Celebi and Jirachi and Manaphy and Darkrai and Arceus and stuff like this? Does Meltan really seem mythical compared to the other mythicals that we've seen before? And I would argue that no, not particularly, but I'm gonna switch into a Medusa. We will... Excuse me. Oh, no. Now I got hiccups. I'm falling apart here. I hope you appreciate my sacrifice. I do got to get some recordings done tonight because I'm going to be busy tomorrow. So I'm trying to record a couple episodes to get them ready for the next couple days. Hopefully I will not work myself to death. In fact, I'm pretty sure I won't. So worry not, good friends. But, Meltan. I almost said Metang. That's how close the name is. It's like, I agree that it seems not much, at least compared to other mythicals. So, as Nappy was saying, will this be... Now, I thought this too, so I'm not just stealing the King Nappy's ideas, right? It's just, he mentioned it first. I couldn't get there first. He got his video for me. Anyways, I'm switching. is this going to be the first time we see a mythical Pokemon that can evolve? Because it does not look like Meltan is enough on its own. You know, it seems so simplistic, and it's so small. I think it's like 8 inches, it says on the official site. How does that count as a, you know, full-fledged mythical? So, I imagine it is going to have an evolution. First time we'll see a mythical Pokemon evolve. It's not the first time we'll be seeing... Well, I mean... kind of. So, Manaphy does have a baby form, Fione, or Fione. Yet, right now, we have no clue how Fione evolves into Manaphy. Nothing makes it evolve from what I understand. There is eventually, probably, maybe, somewhat, perhaps, going to be a way, because you would think there has to be some way that Fione could evolve into Manaphy. We, Pokemon trainers and Pokemon researchers, just don't know it yet. So, that is something for another time. If you use a Pokemon move called Dig, you can get out of a cave instantly. I know that. Do I have Dig? I don't think I have Dig. Whoops. Oh well, let's beat this guy up. A battle's like a construction project. They're both a piece of cake for me. Big words from a little man. I only mean little, as in data size. This guy takes up such little data on the game card. That's all I mean. So, one possible theory that I read that someone had said, I forget who it was, but something that I could get behind. What if Meltan evolves into something that we've seen before? Hear me out, because this sounds kind of cool. Now, I believe it's been revealed Meltan is a steel type. Pardon me. And if it is, that's all well and cool. One thing that I find disappointing about finding out that it's steel type, because I've apparently in the official data card kind of thing that's been revealed on, I believe, Pokemon's Twitter feed, it says steel type. I was trying to do my professory researches to try to learn a little bit about Meltan. My research showed me that in partly cloudy weather, Meltan was shown to have weather boost, so that boosts normal or rock types. I also saw that in my own personal experiences, windy weather and the clear weather did not boost it. So I said Psychic, Dragon, Flying, Grass, Fire, and Ground were not part of its typings. So I was starting to think it's probably, you know, part steel, part something else. As it turns out, it's just pure steel. So I guess you could argue that the weather boost was coming from the fact that it was actually Ditto. Even though that doesn't happen generally whenever we see a Ditto. You don't get to see that it's a Ditto before you catch it. So you have no idea the weather boost doesn't tip you off to it. But the thing that I read that sounds interesting is coming in a moment. I don't mean to brag, but I'm a Dig pro. I'll give you this TM so you can use it too. I will take the Dig, and I'm getting all snuffly. Only got about 8 minutes left to go for the video. I can hold out till then, take a bit of a break, and then get back to the next one. Using Dig in a cave takes you back... Someone already told me that. What do you think of that? Amazing, eh? Be sure to dig and dig some more. I mean, I probably will. Sandstorms are terrible. The rock type, ground type, and steel type Pokemon can weather a sandstorm without damage. What he's not also mentioning is rock types gain special defense boost. Do they? Or is that Gen 6 they start doing that? Alright, moving on. Let's beat up this person. Or not. Ruins buried in the desert. It's like a grand adventure in history, or in a story. I can't read because I'm dying from my cold. Look at those trucks! Now, is this connected to the Sky Arrow Bridge, I wonder? Alright, so this is leading to the desert resort. I don't know if I want to go all the way in. I don't want to go all the way in the dirt if I can help it. I'm going to see the ruins, but I'm afraid I might get lost in the desert. It's really big, and sometimes you run into Pokemon. Will I be in trouble if I'm not strong? Yeah. Sadly, I hear you can find the newly discovered entrance of the ruins if you go through the gate just straight ahead. Run! Yes, we avoided. I ran back in. Desert resort ahead. It's nicer than the average desert. I would hope so. No items. Why would you have that thing? We're going to pop into the gate just to see what's moving and shaking and happening. The desert resort is especially known for the Relic Castle. I'm a school kid, so I know this. Just like in caves, you can run into Pokemon almost anywhere in the desert. But they don't like hiding in the pale sand, so if you walk there, you won't have to worry about battling. Well said, well said. We are going to leave for now, though. I want to head to the next city. Why do I keep running into the dirt? There we go. I do want to get to the next city to, stop short on that one. Get the story moving along slightly. I don't think we have too many more trainers to deal with before we hit Nimbasa City. In fact, this might be the last one. When I look at the freeway, I feel exhilarated. Why do I keep running in the dirt? I'm happy I'm not getting attacked though. Pokemon have a source of energy for using moves. It's called PP, meaning power points. If they have PP for they have PP for each move, and we already know. We know about PP. We are extensive knowledge users of the PP. A traveling backpacker meets a traveling trainer. It's like something they write movies about. Jerome wants to fight. Jerome has a dove. Excuse me. What could that do to Irwin? Probably a lot more than I'm expecting, so we gonna switch. Even though we don't take damage from the sandstorm, Pidove will, but let's be safer than sorrier. Let's get Canuck in here. And so what else? Okay, so I'm losing track of what I'm trying to say. The thing that I read, if Meltan does wind up evolving, something that I thought was interesting, despite what we now know about its typing, what if it evolved into circuitry? Now, that's not likely, but it would be really cool if they introduced a new Pokemon, like a baby form of an Ultra Beast, because we haven't seen that. I mean, you could argue that Poipole is kind of a baby form, but Poipole is revealed to you initially as an Ultra Beast itself, and then you later see that it evolves. So, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to say, you know, they've made baby forms of regular Pokemon. Fione is a baby form of a mythical Pokemon. What if an Ultra Beast had a baby form? Now, given the fact that Meltan, why can't I remember the thing's name? Now that it's been revealed, Meltan is a Steel type, and of course Circuitry is pure Electric. It's not likely. It'd be kind of cool if Steel type Meltan evolved into something that's Steel Electric, and then evolved into Circuitry, which is pure Electric, kind of changing its typings the whole way. For that matter, though, Ultra Beasts don't necessarily take on typing that we would expect. Like, okay, I guess some of them. Buzzwole and Circuitry kind of, you know, they look like what the typings that they are. But who would have ever thought Celesteela was Steel type, but Flying type as well? What about Guzzlord, Dark Dragon? Even Nihilego, Poison Rock. Like, some of them don't seem to take general realism when it comes to their typings, so it wouldn't be unheard of for a Steel type Meltan to evolve into, say, for example, a Psychic type, which then evolves into an Electric type. I don't know. Unlikely, but it would be really cool to see a baby form of an Ultra Beast hidden as a mythical Pokemon. My journey taught me that a journey is not just going somewhere. Meeting people and learning from them are both part of my journey. Indeed. And speaking of learning from the journey, we have beaten all the trainers on that route. Hello to my friends. If you come from Route 4, Nimbasa City is ahead. Next! If you come from Nimbasa City, Route 4 is ahead. Thank you. Alright, we are here. Clear the throat. It is time. Hello, Chaz. Come here. This man's serious. Elisa called and was asking me all about electric-type Pokemon, and I thought about you guys. That's why I wanted to see you. Ta-da! Freebies for you! Let's get some plasma balls. Or not. Here, Charon. You too, Chaz. Oh, Ultra Balls, though. That's money, because I don't use those. As I said many times, if I could give out Ultra Balls and Great Balls in Pokemon Go, I would give them to people, because otherwise I just toss them. I'd rather someone get use out of them, if I could help it. If you see a Pokemon that you want to have join you, be sure to use a good type of Pokeball, because this could be the first and last time you see that Pokemon. I know it might seem strange for me to say this, since I'm the one who asked you to complete the Pokedex, but please, remember to enjoy your journey. Of course, I'm not saying you can just neglect the Pokedex, but you know that. Now, if you'll excuse me, please, I have to go meet Bianca. Where is she? Last we saw her, I just kicked her butt outside Route 4. I don't know. It seems the professor gave us the Pokedex as a reason to send us on a journey. At least, that's what my mom told me. They wanted us to go out and see the world, so my mom, Bianca's mom, and your mom made a request to Professor Juniper. Chaz, what should we do now? I think I'd like to show the professor my thanks by going to Route 4 and catching some Pokemon I haven't caught yet. So long, Charon. I'll catch you never. But we're going to go here to Nimbasa City. Look at the electric bulletin board to see what's happening in Nimbasa City. Nope. We're going to see what's going on with our own two peepers. Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Gramps, we know you're in the daycare. How do we know? Because we're Team Plasma, because I'm Batman. We are taking Pokemon away from people. Since you work at the daycare, we figure you must have a lot of Pokemon. Hand him over.
What kind of nonsense is this?
Shakes his head. Oh, a strong-looking trainer. Well, I am 4-time league champion.
Please help me.
Can do. If you're going to get in our way too, we'll take your Pokemon too. Good luck. Also, we gotta finish this in 40 seconds, because that's when time is up. Roll over quick, Team Plasma, please. You only got 2 Pokemon. You can't... Look, you're... Oh. Remember the second gym leader? This is revenge time. Alright, who are we going to switch to? We're going to switch into... I'm going to say... If Grub wasn't paralyzed, I would give him a shot. But we're going to go to Medusa, so we can reduce ya to, like, 0 HP. Let's see what this Watchog can do. You're going to Pursuit? You're gonna... No, you're not going to Pursuit. You're going to Stand Attack? Oh, that could be a bit of a problem. I've only got 10 seconds left. We're not going to make it. I guess this episode is going into overtime. Fun little story. The word overtime made me remember this. How do we only do that much? I mean, I guess we are just an Onyx. So, I've never been a big fan of sports balls of any sort, but one time, I was sitting there watching iRobot on TV. Or what was I doing? I was doing something on the computer. My nose is itchy by the way, so I keep on screeching it. But I was doing something on the computer, and on the TV, double detect, I had iRobot starring Will Smith and a bunch of robots on playing sort of his background sound. And I was talking to a friend on... Now, this is how old I am. Talking to a friend on MSN Messenger, which is a very old form of Skype, or which is currently an old form of Discord. Whatever it is, I can't keep up with all the new technologies. I'm an old man. However, I asked her, you know, what are you up to? And she said she was watching the, whatever year this was, the Olympic Games. It was the big hockey showdown. I don't, excuse me, think we need Mud Slap. Hang on, though. Yeah, we're going to replace Sand Attack, actually. Mud Slap does damage and lowers accuracy. The only downside, we can't hit flying types with it, but I mean, I think we'll be okay. But, so she said she was watching the hockey game between, like, the big showdown was Canada versus U.S., and it's kind of like, you know, a rivalry thing. Canada is known for their hockey, but then again, so is the U.S., I guess. And Plasma, wah! So she said it was into, like, was it triple overtime or something? It was way into the overtime. Next goal wins it, and I was like, I'm kind of curious. So I clicked away, although I never watched sports, and I was watching the big showdown, and I found myself getting hyped up whenever the U.S. goal, or the U.S. side was getting to the Canadian goal. I was thinking, well, at least we made it that far. You know, they did their best. Making it that far is a big accomplishment. But then when Canada pushed to the U.S. goal, I was like, go, guys, go! Come on, you can do this! Yes! I was getting all hyped up. Then finally, Canada won. They got the goal. I was like, yes! And I was all excited for like 3 seconds, and I was like, back to iRobot. But for that brief moment, I was, I guess, a brief bit of a hockey fan. Blasphemy, I know, I'm Canadian. Not a big hockey fan. I should turn into my Canadian, what is it? Canadian card, which is basically maple syrup on a maple leaf, but still, I should probably pass that in. Anyway, this went downhill fast, so I think we'd better run. Let's hide out at the amusement park. Let's announce our hiding place, too, because we're smart.
Thank you so much. Please take this as a token of my gratitude.
I like a bike, please.
Ooh,
I knew it was going to come, though.
It's a brand new bike. I'd always planned on riding around Mombasa City, but I never ended up riding it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got the bicycle.
I have a daycare on Route 3. If you have any Pokemon you want me to raise, please drop them off. I just came here to sightsee, but I got in a lot of trouble.
This, actually, does help alleviate me from sneezing. Oh, boy. Hey, Chaz, yoo-hoo! Hello, Bianca. I just beat you up. Don't fight me. The professor told me Mombasa City has a lot of things to see and do. The amusement park, big stadium, small court, and the battle subway. I'm going to go see the Pokemon musical. See you later. Oh, boy, we get to talk about the musical soon. However, that's going to be for the next episode because it is time to say what up. So, I want to say thank you folks for watching today's episode of Pokemon White. Just a reminder, the live streams will return shortly. I'm going to try for this weekend. No promises, I might still be feeling under the weather, but we'll see how things go. But in the meantime, I hope you're enjoying the Pokemon White playthrough, and if you are, and you like this one in particular, feel free to leave me a like down below to let me know your interest in the series. If you missed any episodes of Pokemon White along the way that you want to get caught up on, there's a link in the description to the full playlist. You know the outro routine. Want to see some more videos, links during the outro. Subscribe if you want to get some more daily Pokemon content. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord. I've got links for those in the description as well. And I guess that's about it for the outro. So thank you folks once again for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off. And I'll catch you next time. Maybe even if your name is Meltan and not Ditto.